The 61-year-old president died from heart complications on Wednesday. Tanzania's President John Magufuli has died aged 61, the country's vice president has announced. He died on Wednesday from heart complications at a hospital in Dar es Salaam, Samia Suluhu Hassan said in an address on state television. Mr. Magufuli had not been seen in public for more than 2 weeks, and rumors had been circulating about his health. Opposition politicians said last week that he had contracted COVID-19, but this has not been confirmed. Mr. Magufuli was one of Africa's most prominent coronavirus skeptics and called for prayers and herbal-infused steam therapy to counter the virus. It is with deep regret that I inform you that today we lost our brave leader, the President of the Republic of Tanzania, John Pombe Magufuli, Vice President Hassan said in the announcement. She said there would be 14 days of national mourning and flags would fly at half-mast. According to Tanzania's constitution, Ms. Hassan will be sworn in as the new president within 24 hours and should serve the remainder of Mr. Magufuli's 5-year term which he began last year. Mr. Magufuli was last seen in public on 27 February, but Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa insisted last week that the president was healthy and working hard. He blamed the rumors of the president's ill health on hateful Tanzanians living abroad. But opposition leader Tundu Lissu told the BBC that his sources had told him Mr. Magufuli was being treated in hospital for coronavirus in Kenya. When COVID-19 arrived in Tanzania, Mr. Magufuli called on people to go to churches and mosques to pray. Coronavirus, which is a devil, cannot survive in the body of Christ, it will burn instantly, he said. He declared Tanzania COVID-19 free last June, saying the virus had been eradicated by 3 days of national prayer. He also mocked the efficacy of masks, expressed doubts about testing, and teased neighboring countries which imposed health measures to curb the virus. Countries in Africa will be coming here to buy food in the years to come. They will be suffering because of shutting down their economy, he said, according to the Associated Press. Tanzania has not published details of its coronavirus cases since May, and the government has refused to purchase vaccines. On Monday, police said they had arrested 4 people on suspicion of spreading rumors on social media that the president was ill. To spread rumors that he's sick smacks of hate, Mr. Majaliwa said at the time. John Magufuli cultivated an image of a rambunctious action man, a departure from his predecessor's demure and stately styles. His interventionist leadership won him fans beyond Tanzania, especially in the East African region where he once inspired the #WatWoldMagufulito Twitter hashtag that was shared by supporters of his no-nonsense approach to fighting corruption. There will be vigorous debate about his legacy and whether his successor should stay the course or change direction. But this discussion cannot be divorced from the current trend on the continent, where support for democracy remains strong, but most people are increasingly disillusioned by the failure to deliver the promised dividends. So while a significant number of Africans would prefer an action-driven leader like Magufuli, they equally want leaders who govern honestly and a government that respects them and does not hide information about their president's health. Magufuli's death has been attributed to a long-standing heart condition, but many will still suspect that he succumbed to COVID-19. It is an irony that the pandemic he so strenuously denied has outlasted him, turning his once heralded presidency into a cautionary tale for the region and the continent. Mr. Magufuli was declared president on his 56th birthday in October 2015. He was elected for a second term following a disputed poll last year. He was hailed for his anti-corruption stance during his time in office, but he was also accused of cracking down on dissent and curtailing certain freedoms. His critics agree that Mr. Magufuli contributed to Tanzania's development. He invested in large infrastructure projects such as a standard-gauge railway to connect the country with its neighbors, major highways, and a bus system in the commercial hub of Dar es Salaam. He also increased electricity production, reducing the need for power rationing. But it is his approach to COVID-19 that many analysts say will define his legacy. In Tanzania, people have reacted with grief and disbelief to the news of Mr. Magufuli's death. One, Joseph Petro, told the BBC he thought Mr. Magufuli was a caring leader, adding, "He was helping people in one way or another. I am really pained. I am personally pained," he said.